head towards kickoff. Two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Smith's Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where we welcome in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go. Keep 15, keep 15.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined.
All right, here we go. Wide and Yates. Wide and Yates.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Completes it right side to Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through. all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. In motion, left goes Crabtree. Throwing his car on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, Murray. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's got time. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6 in San Fran, last 2 with the Raiders. Barely topped the 1,000-yard mark, but he did 1,003 this season.
It's been interesting to watch the career arc of Michael Crabtree, because you remember when he came out of college, came out of Texas Tech, he was seen as a pure #1 receiver. Many thought he was going to be a future All-Pro. But he settled in as the #2 guy in Oakland, and I think that's been great for him. Taking the pressure off of Amari Cooper and making plays himself.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times did they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Smith looking for the out route. It's complete to Macklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Smith. Oh, he stays on his feet. And this one's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, Smith. Looking deep here for Macklin. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now Carr throwing on second down. He's got time in the pocket. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelce, and it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to the air, Smith on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Spencer Ware, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Throwing on third down, Smith. And it's complete to Kelce.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. On 2nd down, here's Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. 3rd and long, it's Smith. And able to find Conley. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Play fake for Charles. Now Smith rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jihad Ward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side to Crabtree. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr complete, the tight end Rivera. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And it's caught by Crabtree. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the back goes into motion. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing now is Carr. Rivera's got it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Again, they'll throw with Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Holding offense.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Carr going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. Crabtree. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And the lead is now 2. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 1st down, it's Smith. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he will be brought down as time is now run. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And they're going to speed things up here.
Under. 3.
In motion, Hill. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, do you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know
go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they have been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Third and long, it's Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 39 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Smith on first down. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs defense getting ready to roll. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Carr going to throw. Caught left side to Crabtree. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
We ready? Wide and
Carr now on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. To throw his Carr. Buying time to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Carr to throw on second down. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. The slot man in motion right. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On second down, here's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and it's 3rd and short. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Carr now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second down is Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
The first down carry here for Charles. Give him 18 on that one. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They run it. It's Charles. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. In motion, Hill. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dan Williams in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Mario Edwards in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing is Smith. Screen pass to Charles. A very solid gain of 27. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Smith on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. He's going to air one out. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So out come the Raiders. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And the slot man goes in motion left. Carr to throw on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing his Carr on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Here's Smith now on second down. A dump off for Charles. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. the ground. This is Ware. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for a KC first down. Back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 22 yards. And the Chiefs are a two-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
And there's the touchdown, partner. We just saw it. What do you do now? Oh, yeah, of course you know what you do. You're going for two, right?
I think anytime you're inside of 2 minutes in this situation, you try for two.
And remember, let's go back to training camp. Every team we talk to said they spend more time now on two-point conversion periods than they ever have before.
Here's Smith looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Set, move, 45. Under 10.
He'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
I got 11. Single. Under.
Back to throw. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll run now with Ware. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. Going underneath for Charles. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. Slot man moves right. On the run, it's Ware. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Man, I got you. Ready. Like bars. Watch twins.
He's back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final minute. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That's fielded in the end zone. We put our attention now on the Chiefs' defense. And we'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. Back to throw. Carr. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
10 yards still left on second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The slot man in motion right. To throw is Carr. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Hey, move, 45. Move, under. Over.
Smith going to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, why were they even putting the ball in the air in that situation?
I know they have confidence a lot of the time in their team, and, hey, we can call anything. But in this spot, with that lead and that amount of time on the clock, not much, you've got to take care of it. I would have figured they'd run the football there.
Now their defense has to stand tall. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Carr now on first down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Chris Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
In motion left goes Crabtree. On second down, here's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cooper, the man in motion right. They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Carr throwing on second down. Here's Wolford over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Cooper's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Sliding out of the pocket. Brought in by Wolford, right side. And a loose football. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now Carr again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Now Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. And don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Murray had the 1,000-yard season in 2015, followed that up with 788 last year. Now, also in the mix in Oakland, you had Washington, you had Richard. How do you see this backfield playing out going forward?
I think you'll see a similar combination going forward. I think that's one of the reasons that he dropped from a 1,000-yard runner to 788 because they had other options. They're able to bring in Washington, Richard. They can use different plays for those guys, a lot of versatility, and really upgrade their offense with an infusion of speed. But Latavius Murray, I think he'll still continue to be the lead guy out of that trio.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
They come out here in the eye. Throwing his Carr on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
After the interception, here's Smith. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Smith on first down. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. That'll bring up second down.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Here's Smith. A dump off for Charles. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's going to go deep for Conley. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Smith throwing again. Caught here by Conley. 20. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And that one results in 35 yards. Again, Smith looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, you know, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to...
Shift together here from the D-line. One receiver to the left is Cooper. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Carter Cooper, 44 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So 2nd and 10 here. Again, it's Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finding time. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Holding offense.
Smith on first down. And that'll be incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle. Starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense, but Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. From the red zone now, Smith. And that is incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Screen pass to Charles. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They run it here. Where? Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. That's caught at the 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, another catch for Tyreek Hill. How do you defend him? Because kickoff return, punt return, catching the ball, whether it's a receiver out of the backfield, and, of course, you can run it with him, too.
Well, let me give you some numbers from last year. To your point, 12 total touchdowns, 6 of them receiving, 3 rushing, and 3 in the return game.
If you're an offensive coordinator and you can't diagram plays for this guy, turn in your clipboard.
They'll try to pound it in with West. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. West punching it in from a yard away. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Santos now to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Brought in by Walford, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now Carr. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well? I would. Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Walford in motion, the tight end. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing now is Carr. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Carr keeps it on the sneak. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we've come upon half. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less
to become
culture
the Rams.
shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium essentially for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, D.J. Hayden. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete.
I know for us it's fun. And it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Carr will try it again on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, 31 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw his car. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game. And certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
We ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Tomahawk. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
To throw on second down is Smith. And the Raiders have got him.
Holding offense. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Move 45! Move 45!
Third and long, it's Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. And Cooper's got a big game going. That's complete again. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raiders defense getting ready. And a really nice job last time. Offense had great field position, but they were able to hold them just 4 plays, and they had to hit the field goal.
We saw the benefits of practice there from the defense, though, didn't we? Because most teams, when they have that type of field position that they have to start defense on, they treat it almost like what we call sudden change. You know, after a turnover or a big kick return, whatever that is, you tell the guys, listen, you got to bow up. You got to get in there. Make sure you don't give up any more than a field goal.
They bowed up all right. We'll see if they bow up again. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cooper again the target, and that brings up 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Wide and yank. Check wide and yank. Come on, baby. Alert.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is incomplete. So far... We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point. You guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third and 4. Here's Carr to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And now here's another.